Hello, my name is Kazu. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge speaking English for 30 minutes straight. Today is day 293. 393. Yesterday I had English speaking class and I watched the TED Talk, and the professor said smiling has a lot of benefit. I already knew it, but I, reassured that smile is important to me, to human beings. So, I try to smile all the time. How are you? I'm good. You can tell it's a fake smile. It's easy, it's okay. Even, fake smiles are beneficial. Like uh, the study, for example, the professor said some study proved that, like, baseball players' cars do know them, right? So, like, smiling players who is smiling on the picture of the cars, they tend to live longer than people the people didn't smile when they were shoot. Do you understand? So, smile helps you live longer and reduce stress, and lots of benefits. Like, just fake smiles like this. Like, eyes aren't smiling. Just, show your teeth. But, wrinkles around your eyes, they're important. Like, makes it more real. That it's actually fake smile. To me, I mean, anyway, anyway, yeah, I talked about my uh, s- the story about pooping my pants. So please go back or close this browser if you don't want to listen to disgusting and obscene story. I'll talk about the story I pooped my pants. from now. So 2 days ago, I met a girl whom I got known each other on a dating app, and met her. I've already met her for I've already met her 3 times, and this time was a fourth time. So I was kind of relaxing. It was fun. So I even drank alcohol, which I had quit for a long time, maybe for 1 year. But I think, I thought she was trustworthy and she was fun, and I think she's good. So that's why I had some drink. Yeah, still she's not the problem. Yeah, at this time, but maybe it's been a long time since it had been a long time since I drank alcohol. I don't know the connection between drinking alcohol and having a stomach ache, but I got a stomach ache suddenly when we were going to the station to go home. So, and I don't think I can hold it. I didn't think I could hold it. So, I decided to, you know, I decided to disappoint in front of her secretly because I have a blood of ninja. You guys don't have that blood. You cannot do this because you are not Japanese and you don't have a blood of a ninja, but I have. I have a blood of ninja. So I left her secretly without her noticing. And I pooped my pants because I couldn't hold it. I couldn't put up with it. I didn't want her to, take care of pooping ninja, you know. So that's why I left her. And then, you know, the the problem is from now. Uh, so how to get home. Fortunately, my home was close from there, so it would take 30 minutes from there to home. But 30 minutes, I didn't think I was able to, hold it, or I don't think I can. I didn't think I could. How can I say? Put up with that feeling. There's something a little bit liquid thing was touching my ass. It was disgusting, and you know, it was uh disgusting. Was it? How can I say? 気持ち悪い. It felt bad, you know. So, and maybe the second wave would come. So I wanted to go back home as soon as possible. Then this genius idea came up with. There is a loop. this loop. You don't need to shit. You just, go back while standing. So, like I actually thought about other means to go back, like taking a taxi or get on the train or but both are not feasible because the smell. Maybe people around me, they would realize I pooped my pants. So there's no choice but walking or other means. So then this genius idea I came up with, loop. I can use loop. Wait a minute. It's, and then, but it was Harajuku. So, like, there were lots of places to put the loop, but the places near me were already empty. Like other guys used the loops, so it was far from me. The the available point was a little bit far from me, and then like it took 10 minutes to get there, and the second wave came, and I couldn't hold it. The second wave came out from my ass, right before the loop. But anyway, I already, pooped my pants. It's okay, no problem. Little bit and little bit and more a little bit, almost the same. I can say it anyway. So the second wave, I couldn't, I couldn't resist the second wave. I allowed it to enter the world. Anyway, uh, I managed to rent a loop, so at least I got a means to get home. Then, yeah, I was going back home, and on the way there, uh, there was a there was a crossing, and I could barely manage it, managed to go through the crossing. Not crossing, like, how can I say? 交差点ってなんて言うんだ? Anyway, yeah, crossing. So the signal turned red right before. Then the third wave came. It was really big. Really, really big, not the little. Very big. Huge. Like you know, huge like attacking Titan. Was it? Yeah, kind of that huge. So, and I couldn't, move on because of the signal. So I had no choice. I released my devil to the world. And then my pants inflated like balloon. I felt that. Well, it didn't look like that, but I felt like that, you know, inflating. I thought I was cooked, and some part of it, I felt some part of it was going down along my leg, right, right leg, and I couldn't stop it. But it stopped around my sock. Then like somehow I managed to stop it. But the problem is, like even it was awful situation, my mind suddenly got clear. Like, you know, suddenly my mind cleared and I started to think of how to clean my body without get dirty or without dropping it. So when I at the time I thought when I arrived at the entrance of home, I thought I shouldn't take off my shoes. Even it's dirty, but I don't, stamped. I didn't stamped. I didn't stamp poop. Just I pooped my pants, so mm, my shoes were clean. So I decided to not to take off my shoes, and then just I should go to the bathroom, a real bathroom. You can take a shower, and then I should take a shower to clean my body. Yeah, I thought that plan. Then made it. I made it to home, but I completely forgot there was stairs, and my part of my devil was went down till my sock, so it was almost drop it if I made a mistake. But I had no choice. Like I couldn't go upstairs just one leg. So, like the minimum movement, I just did a minimum movement to go upstairs. But in the middle of the stairs, something came off from my jeans. It was kind of the rice bowl size of my devil. My devil, you know, I dropped my devil on the stairs, but I just ignored it because it was midnight. So maybe no one uh, no one would no one would see the devil. So I just ignored it. Then I went up the stairs, and then somehow I managed to arrive at the entrance. Then I didn't take off my shoes, just, uh, you know, I went straight to the bathroom. Then, you know, I took a shower to clean my devil. And fortunately, the bathroom also has a toilet, which was a little bit like rare for Japanese house, because this house is designed to be used by like foreign people. Of course, we are not foreign people, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, I managed to clean my body, and because of the smell, I washed uh, every aspect of the room by detergent, because I didn't want to remain the smell. That's why I washed every aspects of the room. Then, I cleaned uh, my body and I changed clothes finally. But there was one task remained. I needed to go for the journey to pick up my devils on the stairs. Then I, cleaned up the stairs and I ran back the loop. It costed a lot because I rented a loop for a long time. But anyway, yeah, I made it. Yeah, that's the story. So I wanna, brush up this story. Yeah, I wanna brush up this story. The story about okay, ChatGPT corrected what I said. The story about pooping my pants. Please go back or close this browser if you don't want to listen to disgusting and obscene story. I said, from now I'm going to talk about the time I pooped my pants. 2 days ago I met a girl I got to know on a dating app. 2 days ago I met a girl I got to know on a dating app. I had already met her 3 times, but this was the fourth time. Nice. So I felt kind of relaxed and it was fun. I even drank alcohol even though I had quit drinking for a long time, maybe about a year. But I thought she was trustworthy and she was fun and I thought she was a good person. That's why I had some drinks and still she wasn't the problem. Maybe the problem was that it had been a long time since I last drank alcohol. I don't know the connection. I don't know the connection between drinking alcohol and getting a stomach ache. But I suddenly got a stomach ache when we were walking to the station to go home. I didn't think I could hold it, so decided to disappear so her sight from her sight secret, because I have a ninja blood. You guys don't have that blood. You can't do this because you're not Japanese and you don't have ninja blood. But I do. So I have ninja blood. So I left her secretly without her noticing. I left her secretly without her noticing. Without her noticing. And then I pooped my pants because I couldn't hold it anymore. I didn't want her to have to take care of a pooping ninja, you know? I didn't want her to have to take care of a pooping ninja because it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. That's why I left her. I, of course, I text her. Just, just let's call it a day or something. I said that. Fortunately, my home was close to where I was. My home was close to where I was. It would take about 30 minutes to get home. To get, it would take about 30 minutes to get home. 30 minutes. I didn't think I could put up with that feeling. Something slightly liquid was touching my ass. Slightly liquid was touching my ass. It was disgusting. I felt so gross. Gross. Yeah, I wanted to say gross. It was gross. I felt so gross. And I thought maybe a second wave would come, so I wanted to get home as soon as possible. I wanted to go home as soon as possible. Then a genius idea came to me. There was loop. You don't need to sit down. You can go home while standing. Actually, I actually thought about other ways to get home, like taking a taxi, getting on the train. Neither of them was feasible. Neither of them was feasible because of the smell. I make them trouble. How can I say? 迷惑かけるじゃなくて But neither of them, people around me would probably realize that I had pooped my pants. Yeah, I actually still don't understand how to use had in a if statement. So I had no choice but to walk if conditions. Okay. I had no choice but to walk or find another way. So I had no choice. I had no choice but to walk or find another way. Then I came up with this genius idea. Loop. It was Harajuku, so there were lots of places to rent a loop. But the spots near me, were already empty because other guys had taken all the scooters. Scooters. So the nearest available point was a little far from me. It took about 10 minutes to get there. It took about 10 minutes to get there. And then the second wave came. I couldn't hold it. The second wave came out of my ass right before I got to the roof. But anyway, I had already pooped my pants, so it was again a problem. A little bit, and then a little bit more. A little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. So I couldn't resist the signal. A little, a little bit more is nothing. I couldn't resist the second wave. I allowed it to enter the world. Somehow I managed to rent a roof. At least I had a way to get home. At least I had a way to get home. Then I started heading home. On the way there was交差点でなんて言うんだっけな。And then the third wave came. It was really big, a little one, very big, huge, like a shoe from Attack on Titan, like yeah, Attack on Titan. And I couldn't move because of the red light, so I had no choice. I released my devil into the world. Then my pants inflated like a balloon. At least that's how it felt. I didn't actually look like that, but that's how it felt. I thought I'm cooked. Then I felt part of it going down my right leg. Part of it going down. Oh, okay. My expression was correct. Then I felt part of it going down my right leg. I couldn't stop it. Somehow it stopped around my sock. It stopped around my sock. It stopped around my sock. Even though the situation was terrible, my mind suddenly became clear. Even though the situation was terrible, my mind suddenly became clear. I started thinking about how to clean my body without making a bigger mess or dropping anything. At that time, I thought, this is really long. Sorry. Yeah, thank you for watching. Maybe next time. Thanks so much. Bye bye.